up, guys? It's a man with no name here. We are, unfortunately, alright, so in my last playthrough, we were working on the main line, which we're going to get to, I promise. The only other thing is that I noticed on the Crucible we didn't search the Keeper's toolbox for whatever reason. So I'm going to quickly run in here, try to ignore as many enemies as possible, and go look through the toolbox wherever it might be. Hopefully there's not like a quadrillion enemies in here.
Gotta find the terminal.
That's right over there. I don't know how or what I was doing during. I remember I remember this mission. I just guess I don't remember skipping it, so to speak, if that makes sense. Trying to do this. You know, let's just guess.
Got it.
Okay, thank goodness. Just have Nick do it, but looks like I might be able. This is pretty clear, so what are we looking for anyway? Toolbox. There we go.
Sweet.
Bobby pin, duct tape. Raid, recruit, smelter console. What was the inventory? I think it's under miscellaneous, right? Was it forged? Keeper note. And then recruit note. Use console to move Crucible. Where's the... Oh, okay.
These old terminals.
Cool. Move. Retrieved buried items. Hey, power armor. Craft the mods and retrieve the heavy incinerator.
Try not to sever anything you might miss.
What mods do I have? Flame resistant left and right leg. Oh, is this where I do it? Oh. Can I just add workbench? Okay. Well, how am I supposed to do this? Where's the work? Nick, go grab it. Maybe if I'm in the suit itself. Is it on the armor workbench or? Let's see here. See if we can find. I can't imagine this incinerator, or whatever you want to call it, being very good. I could be wrong, but like compared to like what we have, let's see if we can weapons. There we go. Well, what are we supposed to do then? Oh, that's not cool.
Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Oh, insta-death, okay. Gosh, dude. Where's the... Oh, well, you know what? I'm probably dumb. Left, right leg. There we go. Enter. I didn't mean to enter it. There we go. Back out of the power armor. Now I should be able to. Let's see here. There we go. Says flame resistant. We'll see.
Bingo.
Ghoul Slayer does 50% more damage to ghouls. Completed the Crucible. Alright, well. I literally have no use for this, so. Oh, we're over encumbered with this.
Hey.
Let's see here, where is my. Where's it at? There we go. Alright, we got that. Oh no, what happened or what we did to essentially skip over it. But we did. But anyway, we are heading towards the BOS. I think in a endeavor to get the appropriate help to get our boy back and have the best chance of infiltrating the Institute, we can potentially use the Brotherhood of Steel for the time being. Oh yeah, I forgot, Nick. Oh well.
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How can science have gone so...
Oh, we'll see what the leader has to say about this.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible to accomplish
Okay.
this goal. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty. The only logical explanation is that they've gone underground. That's where we need your help.
I might have a way to get into the Institute.
I believe there's a bit more to the story than you're telling me. But based on your actions so far, I'm willing to take you at your word. Now,
Do
indulge
what?
me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
She would probably be the best person to have a look at it. I don't even know who Brotherhood of Steel, or I mean, the Minutemen would have used. Probably the mechanic dude at the
Like a
beginning.
suicide mission to me.
Let's see here. Just fast travel. I mean, it's the same thing as going on that Vertibird or whatever it's called.
transport, huh? You sure you want to waltz through Brotherhood HQ with a synth at your side?
Why
It'll
would
be
you bring
fine.
that synth here? Aren't you afraid it might be a spy?
Nah, it'll be fine. He's a bro.
Ugh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? Alright, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter called the Molecular Relay? Take a look.
Molecular... what? No. Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
Oh, you definitely know your stuff.
Damn right I do. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
Golly.
From you folks, I wouldn't know where to look.
So, what now? Let's see here. Defend? Nah. Build the reflector. How do I build it? Or where do I build it?
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Teagan might have what you need.
Oh, this frame is driving me crazy. Got like 3 itches I
Nope.
can't even scratch.
Oh, okay. Why can I not? Why can't I access it?
Can you believe synths are replacing humans with exact duplicates? Makes me sick.
Oh, okay. There we go. Well, guys, I'm gonna do a little bit of maintenance here at the airport, and then I will be right back after these messages. Alright, good news. It honestly did not take as long in real time as I was expecting it to. What is all do we need? Aluminum. I have a bunch of steel, so that's good. Do we have concrete? No, we don't have any concrete whatsoever. Do we have wood? A little bit of wood. Cool. How about metal? Ah, screw it. We can make it in the open. Be fine. I know I need to.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Proctor Ingram.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Did you figure out the rest of Virgil's schematics?
We'll know after we throw the switch. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Build the console dish.
Looks good, Ingram. I'll get to work right away.
Okay, well, I think we have.
In my experience, hotshots and big mouths end up with closed casket funerals.
Dang. So we need to. We need a military grade circuit and biometric scanner, which I think we can just travel to the castle and get both of those items. Because I've definitely hoarded plenty of them. I specifically know of one other place if one of my other settlements has it. Let's see here, biometric scanner 1, and then military circuit, right? Wait, past it. Let's see here. Alright, should be good. Travel back to the airport. For the people of the Commonwealth, the idea of someone they know being replaced by an Institute synth is very real threat. That's crazy, dude. It's like Terminator, but crazier. I guess, I don't know. Maybe about the same. Alrighty, let's see here. Put the control panel here. Hold up. Power up the...
That you could travel with that thing makes me seriously question your judgment, soldier.
Easy. He's a fellow... thingy. Brotherhood of Steel. So I had to power this up now? Let's see here. There we go. 20. So we need more. We need a bunch of aluminum.
Close. All we need is enough power to fire up the signal interceptor.
We need a bunch of aluminum. Let's see if we can go get a bunch of aluminum here at one of the shops there in... Aluminum's like the most, I guess, under... inventoried item that I have. Whether it's...
Park the car in the yard? How about I hammer you in the heart with a haymaker?
You again. All right, got plenty of supplies.
Thanks.
I've got a few.
Odds and ends.
Let's see here. See if we can try to get most of this. You.
Hey, wait there.
Here's what I've got.
Anything I can
Hey.
lug for you?
Myrna.
Oh no, you're not allowed to shop here. No synths.
Good to see you too, Myrna. And I'm not the one shopping here. My friend is.
Fine. As long as
Sure. Let's see what you have.
everything you need.
Right.
Where was the ghoul? There it is. 1500. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can. Aluminum, aluminum. Steel, wood. Yeah, we need oil. Oil's like another. Where is? Adhesive, ceramic, concrete, copper, fertilizer, plastic, rubber, spring, steel. There's some aluminum. Where was the, let me see here. Steel. Cancel.
Don't be caught dead. Protect.
Alright, let's see if we can go.
From.
Head over here and get the steel. I think probably before this is all over with.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Give me some aluminum here.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Visit a workbench, power armor station, or workshop to redeem your.
Crops been growing pretty good lately.
So where do I go for? So let's see here. 200. Okay, it worked, I guess. Alright, let's see if we have enough. Hopefully, should be close. Hopefully there's enough. Well, I say that. We're gonna be looting there for a while, cause... yeah.
I can't talk right now.
That's okay. Go up here and see how much aluminum's lying around here. Hopefully, there's a bunch. Get inside in the command deck, maybe. Find a bunch of stuff. We need 24 more. Well, 24 more aluminum to get the power that we need for... Jeez.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge...
Attention, this is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation. Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment.
If you keep hoarding that garbage, you're going to slow us down.
While I appreciate your attempts at diligence, Initiate, the sheer volume of complaints you have filed implicating your brothers and sisters as synth agents has done irreparable harm to ship morale, as well as your own credibility. Proctor Ingram, Paladin Dance, Elder Maxon. I understand the stress of our mission is great, and for that reason I am inclined to show leniency for the damage you've done. Your reassignment will be effective immediately. Welcome to Recon, Initiate. Do us proud.
You know, before getting shipped to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lyons still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes. On the flight here, we passed city after city, buildings taller than I've ever seen. Some that nearly clipped the Pridwin. And who uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxon is right. The wasteland needs to be cleansed, and we're the ones to do it.
Right on target.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
Raptor rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Trying to get enough aluminum here.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report before you can leave.
Where's everybody at? Sounds like Doom. Alarm's going off. Where is... I come down?
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, mutie, and synth and shoot them into space.
It's the doctor. There we go.
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor. How can I help you, Knight?
Paladin.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
I just want to trade a few things.
Very well. Help yourself.
He's got like... Yeah, I was about to say, he's got like half my stuff.
You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
You're lucky I don't turn your synth into scrap.
Thanks, appreciate that. Ooh, there we go. You guys are helping us out. Where's my... There's my...
Heads up.
There's something you need?
Yeah, I need to basically give you everything that isn't aluminum. 1, 2... There we go. Oi.
Heads up.
Let's see here. Just give him everything for now.
One.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight.
Proctor.
Oh, the
US
Brotherhood's
proud.
got a lifetime supply of nuclear.
I'm looking for some firepower.
That's...
Let's see here. Trade. $15. 24. It's $1,800 though. I'm gonna do that right now.
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
What did you want?
There are days I miss being out in the field, usually during lunches.
Welcome back. I heard about the operation at Fort Strong. Any injuries that require attending to?
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those
Alright, we did our worst there, so hopefully we can go down here now and at least get one more generator. But then we're still shy one.
The Commonwealth looks bad. You should see the capital wasteland.
Look alive.
I'll see what I can do.
Look alive.
Alrighty, that looks like that's...
Better check all your connections and make sure all the components are wired together on a single grid.
I'll send for you if I need you.
Shut up, bud.
Maxon's waiting to talk to you, and I'm not
Elder
throwing
Maxon.
switches when he
Remarkable
gives us
work,
the
Knight.
go-ahead.
The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
What are the details of my mission?
I'm glad you asked. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
I want to know what to do if she refuses.
Nothing that would provoke a hostile response. If she refuses, you're not to press the issue. Remember, infiltration of the Institute is our larger goal. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. You wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner! RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father, The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Guess this is the elevator.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Just went down all that way and now I'm going in an elevator going up. Makes a lot of sense. Is that my child?
Only opens with a key. Don't have the key. Broken.
Some weird looking tweezers.
Would need the key.
The heck? Where do I go? I am confused right now. Maybe just wait upstairs for a second, I don't know.
Sean?
Huh?
Oh.
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father? Where is
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am...
What?
Your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. but it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes.
I like to point
What
out that
happened to her
he
was-
grew up
I've gone over
in
the
this
records of the
institute and
incident, of
everything,
course.
and he's got yellow
It seems
teeth.
her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered?
Oh, she was
I'm not so sure
100%.
about that.
She was 100% murdered.
Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Dr. Lee.
They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Let's see here. Can I go this way to... Maybe I gotta go down.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's a...
Hey, Doc.
They weren't
I don't
kidding.
know.
You really are
Most of
here.
them have lasted
Well,
long
all right.
past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Allie
If you ask
Fillmore.
me,
You can
they
think
were
of me
built
as the
pretty well.
Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could... If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water, and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full gem.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
I mean, I can't blame him for... How should I say it? I can't blame him for living.
No visible reaction to the
Kind of like a vault.
We'll start the next
But,
the dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects.
at the same time, I can't really agree with what they're doing topside right now. Advanced systems.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated.
How convenient.
The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Child synth prototype may truly be the key to our future.
I don't understand how making robots is the future. Still trying to understand that one, and at least we're able to get Virgil.
And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll
You know
prove a
the
useful
protocol,
test
sir.
subject for you, Doctor.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you
Scanning
can tell him
unknown
that I
identity.
intend to speak to Father
Clearance
about these
confirmed.
unannounced security.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads
We're
together.
all looking forward to working with
Dragging
you.
their feet on the
Always
targeting
be
package
vigilant.
upgrades I asked for.
We have
Maybe I
many
should take some
enemies.
courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. If you see any suspicious synth activity, report it immediately.
The Directorate should take
Doctor,
the synth escapes
so-
more seriously.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Interesting. It's kind of weird so far. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you want to create...
Subject identified.
Would you like to die, sir? Alright, well, we can at least go in here now. Maybe get Dr. Virgil's things. Nothing back here.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been
Hey, a gorilla?
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Synth gorilla.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, How can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Wonder why that's... Where's the guy at? Oh, there he is.
Work pretty hard to impress anyone down here.
It's great to have you here.
As he still continues.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting.
What's the point of making...
I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Complete the initial...
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Strange. I thought she was gonna give... Sneak in here real quick. Oh.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. There is a God. He has mercy on us all.
Alright, well. Hopefully no one heard that. Oh my gosh.
Got it.
These are all the mutants, I guess. I don't even, at this point, I don't even know where I'm going. It's kind of funny.
That's it.
What is that? Drinking glass? I don't like this. Oh, okay. Oh.
Nice.
Cool. Well, now we just gotta go turn this into Dr. Lee.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night.
That is correct.
Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal.
In the meantime,
You know you
please
are
feel
not
free
permitted
enjoy
to
one of
access
our other
terminals in that
nutritious and
section.
flavorful food
Is
supplements.
Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes, I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
Interesting. Alright, let's go give this to Dr. Lee.
Dr. Lee.
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Then take it
Jeez.
up.
How do I know you'll honor our agreement?
I never promised I'd return to the Brotherhood. I said I would consider it. You're just going to have to trust me. If the Brotherhood didn't, they wouldn't have risked sending you to find me in the first place. Now hand it over.
Here you go.
A holotape? This better not be a waste of my time.
This is day 8
I'm gonna make
of
sure the
trial
whole
6.
program is shut
The
down.
last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Vinay has done some really
I know
marvelous
what I'm
work
about
with
to
the
do.
personality mesh.
Treason, he'll probably call it.
Well, it's almost too good. The responses map almost identically
And if it
to
works, I'll be
expectations
somewhere
from
safe.
some of the most lifelike
Somewhere not
I've
even the
seen.
coursers can find me.
Of course,
They've
it's not
lied
really
to me.
Sean. None of his
They
memories
lied to
in
me,
there.
and I didn't even
That
realize
even
how
now
far it
would
went.
be a step too
All
far.
those years of loyalty.
It's starting to have an effect on the
For
team,
nothing.
I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real
No matter
boy.
how badly it hurts, you needed to hear the truth.
And for that, I thank you.
arrogant,
I
I
came
might
to the
consider that
Institute
fine
to get
as well,
away
aware
from the
that others
Brotherhood. From the whole world.
put off by his
I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Sweet.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old plug.
Got that. Got basically everything that we needed. Now we just gotta go talk to our son, who's like twice our age.
Father is more
What are you
than
going
just
to tell
our
me
leader.
about this
He is our
mysterious
creator.
Phase 3?
You know,
See here.
can't talk about that. Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties.
Where's he at now? Is he in here? There he is.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste of a valuable resource. If at all possible, that synth should be returned alive. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
This way I go? No, it's not. How do I... Is it this one? Maybe, I don't know. Where do I go? You're definitely not human. There we go. Where's the elevator?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
It's like they're all brainwashed. It's kind of weird. First things first. I think out of everything, I think we owe Virgil the decency of giving him his serum. Can we just... Cool. Granted, I'm gonna have to take Radat with...
Doing cartwheels too.
Whoa.